Hi there, guys. This is Keep It Real Blabs. Welcome or welcome back. We're gonna go back in time once again to April 3rd, and we're gonna be watching I Was a Controlling Girlfriend, and Maybe I Am the Problem. Let's talk. Episode dos. All right. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Wonderful everything. And let's get into this because yeah, we gotta rush through these.
Hello, welcome to a new Let's Talk, episode 2. I enjoyed episode 1, so I know I'm going to enjoy this one as well. This is literally like a Q&A on steroids. So we're just going to like hop right into it. So let's get into sweet and sour.
It's really not. It's just a freaking stupid Q&A, right? Whenever she doesn't have anything to record, upload, she does a Q&A. Like, how many damn Q&As do we have to do? Mm,
This is where I am taking a random YouTube generator comment picker, and I'm going to be going to my last Let's Talk episode and choosing
yeah, I forgot how this thing worked. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it already. Again. I hate it once again. That's
random comments from there, and then we're
a
going to read
random
them together.
comment.
So let's do it. Hot Dog Pasta said, I wouldn't exactly call you clever. Cringe, absolutely, but never clever.
Yeah.
Well, we can agree to disagree. Lena XX575 said,
Can
how do
we
you
not? Can we freaking not with these? So gross. Her I was gonna say her fupa, but her tummy, all right, if you're gonna call it that, it goes over her stuff. There's nothing to reach there, guys.
can masturbate? You can't even reach there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you in my bed with me? I
We
absolutely
don't need to be, Amber. We can see the the size difference. Remember, guys, when there was this time when she was doing like one of these Torrid hauls in the gay care era, and she was saying that her lymphedema's down there. She couldn't even freaking halfway reach. Fuck no, she is not reaching a damn thing.
can.
The fuck
Trust
out of
that.
here.
CSF801 said, it is also giving fat phobic. Like, she thinks being fat is inherently ugly.
This is very accurate with her.
But we are the ones being fat phobic.
She doesn't realize that she's ugly because of how she is.
Dot. I have always been about body positivity. What
No, she likes to say, she loves big girls. She loves every big girl that she sees is beautiful. But then we found out, oh, if I was skinny, I wouldn't even talk to y'all. No, I would be in California, living it up. Yeah, whatever, Ember.
one of my celebrity crushes is Tess Holiday. I have been very vocal about that, and she is
Yeah, she's just as gross of a person as you are.
plus size. She is what people call fat. But to me,
Can
she
we
is
not
so
do this?
attractive.
Can we not fucking do this? All right, it's called fat. All right, it's fat. It's adipose tissue. It's fucking nothing else. It's not freaking muscles.
Literally stunning. I do not think fat is ugly. But for me, I think I'm ugly a lot. I have a random day here and there where I'm like, ooh, she cute. But besides that, I think I'm ugly. That's a personal problem. That's not about anyone
Well,
else.
you are ugly, Amber. Glad I could clear that up for you.
K Lady Son 89 said, I just graduated with my master's and landed my dream job at 36. It's never too late to be who you want to be. That is freaking amazing. Congratulations. And that is like motivation and inspiration for all the people who are in their 30s and they feel like it's too late.
It's for you, Amber. It's definitely for you. Yeah. Um, I'm back in school. I'm 41. Yeah. People can do shit except for you, I guess.
Because trust me, I have felt that way multiple times, but you proved that it's not. So congrats. Lexi Verandas 6708
Did that just fly over her head? But
said, I don't have Instagram. I feel like I miss out on so much. Well, you got picked for the random comment, so it looks like you're not missing out on much. All right, now we're about to do sip and community.
don't Lexi, whatever it was that her name was, you're really not missing out on anything. This is what it is. It's freaking boring as shit.
Where every single Monday I post Y'all ask me questions for my next Let's Talk on my community tab on YouTube. So I can go through, scroll through, we
Like
can
a
have
baby Twinkie.
a conversation. I can answer some of your questions. So let's
Somebody that lives over there, can you go and save Twinkie, please?
get into it. Why do you not think you are the problem in every failed relationship you've had? I'm fully aware that I am the problem in some. I'm not the problem at all. And where I am the problem, I have admitted to that ad nauseum. I just think that people villainize me so much that they're not able to see that there's also other people in the equation who also are a problem. How can you expect people to believe things you say when you've been caught lying multiple times? People think I'm lying about things that I am 100% truthful on, and it's exhausting at this point. Even when I prove something, people are still like, oh, she's lying. So it's like, even if I have proof, no matter what I say, people will believe what they want.
I'm gonna rush this up a little bit because I only have like 50 more minutes, and yeah, I would like to get this one done.
But if people think I'm nothing but a liar, then why are you watching? Have I lied to
Because it's funny to see you lie.
protect people that I love and care about? Yes, I have. But when it comes to
No, it wasn't to protect anybody. The last time you lied was for Emily, and Emily said that you knew damn well that she was always a feeder. You just lied to protect yourself, so you were not protecting anyone. Emily was out and proud.
to me, I don't give a fuck. I literally have nothing to lose at this point. Do you ever get tired of talking about yourself constantly? Have you ever considered a hobby outside obsessing about yourself? I do. I get so tired of talking about myself, but like this is my job, so hi, I have to do.
You, it's your job, Amber. That doesn't mean it has to be your whole freaking life. It's your job. You can have hobbies out of this. Get out of the mind frame of just thinking about yourself, at least for a couple hours a day. But it that doesn't make sense to her, I guess.
do that. But genuinely, I'm having a struggle bus of a time even doing my weekly vlog this week because like I literally just do not want to talk about myself. But I set up the schedule and I'm trying to keep it.
But during that whole time, though, she's still going to be looking up videos about herself, going on Reddit, going on Kiwi Farms, going on all these freaking places. But just because she's not recording doesn't mean anything. Her life still consists of just consuming shit about herself. Has to be freaking tiring.
For you guys. As for hobbies, I have so many hobbies. I'm a hobby girly and I go through a lot of like fixations. That's just how I've always been. But one thing that someone cannot say about me is Amberlynn doesn't have hobbies and that she needs to get one because I definitely do. Probably too many hobbies. Please clear up this rumor that you have never done follow-up care post-hysterectomy. You can literally just go back and look at the vlogs because I filmed a lot of my cancer journey. Of course, there's a lot that I kept out. But when I would have a CT scan follow-up, I would be vlogging. I'd be like, yeah, I just had my CT scan. Here's how it went. Like when I was vlogging, I'd be like, yeah, I just had my CT scan. Here's how it went. I'm really nervous, etc., etc. Like I gave a lot of updates. I have always done the follow-ups for my cancer. I have always done the
I honestly could not care less about this, about the cancer shit. It's just, I'm done with it. It happened. I understand that. You didn't help yourself in the moment. You're not helping yourself now. I do believe that she did have cancer. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's keep it going.
follow-ups after my hysterectomy. That is something that I did not mess with. Why do you always start beef with your partner's mothers? There was no beef, as you call it.
Because she's fucking gross. She hates women. It's just the fact. She really does despise other women, and if it's somebody who's gonna take some attention off of her, she's definitely not gonna like you. And since she doesn't have a good relationship with her own mom, she's gonna hate on everybody else's mom. She's gonna try to ruin that relationship. So if you have a good relationship with your mom, don't get with Amber because she will mess that up.
But between Tommy's mom and
If
me,
you allow her, obviously.
or Feline's mom and me, Crystal's mom and
Well,
me.
no. The thing is with Feline, you weren't even there. I'm sure they talk their shit, and as long as they're not around you, that's fine. Who else? Tommy, yeah, you were over there for like what, 3 months, 2 months. I would hope that you couldn't fucking ruin it in that short of a time period. But also that woman lives alone. So yeah. Crystal, you did not like her mom. Destiny, obviously. Beck, obviously. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into the whole Beck and Destiny, like the mom situation between that. But yeah, there was
Yeah, they freaking hated your guts.
some rough stuff going on there. But at the end of the day, there was also a lot of
It's
love.
because you always fucking, you're poison to people, Amber. You're such a freaking, you are a villain. That's the thing. You really are a villain.
And I have proof of that. Why do you think all of your relationships end up failing? I'm only going to
Just because someone says, girl, I love you, that doesn't actually mean that there's love. It just means they're trying to keep the peace. Maybe they might have felt it in that moment. But the thing is that Amber is a fucking virus. You can't have this woman in your life.
speak on my side of things, definitely because I don't know how to regulate. I get too extreme, too attached, too obsessed, for a lack of a better word. I'm extremely sensitive and I have had controlling habits in the past. All right, now we're on to the interview. And this is where you can go to my Instagram and send me a voice memo asking any question that you want. So my Instagram is Hectic Ambi, which you will see right here. If you don't have the option to send me a voice memo, send me a little microphone emoji and I will accept your request so you can then send me the voice memo. So I am choosing at random. I will be choosing old voice memos from last week and I'll be choosing new ones as well. So you always have a chance to be picked. So it's not like, oh, you sent me 1 week ago, you might not get picked. It's always going to be completely at random.
Okay, so my question is, if you could choose one reaction channel to eliminate, not from live, from YouTube, from talking about you, they voluntarily choose to stop talking about you, who would it be and why? And I feel like it would be Snowflake, but tell me if I'm wrong.
Oh my god, you know, that's actually a really freaking good question. More than likely, I would choose Snowflake or the Ankle because they're the two that take really serious situations that have happened to me in my life
and lay it out for everyone to see. But I know that's not how she's gonna finish that sentence, but yeah, Snowflake and the ankle with the PD file things. I know it's pedophile, but I don't want to freaking say that word. It's gross to me. But that whole thing with the ankle and with Snowflake is that he shows her everything he says. I mean, everything she says back to her, and she hates that.
And they say that I'm lying about it, or they take situations and they make it into something like huge and massive that isn't even real, and they plant a label on me that is damaging and completely false. I don't mind a reaction channel. Nitpick all you want. Like, I really don't care. But when it comes to like the deeper shit, like that should just be left alone.
It's
And
fun.
this is my third attempt at this voice note. I'm gonna try my best not to swear either. I've been watching this in context for like 7+ years. I also have BPD. I've done some very bad things in my life, which I regret. I've changed, etc.
I genuinely relate to that.
And
Yeah, it's just that you haven't changed, so you don't relate to it, do you?
sometimes it's really hard because I think you're a very likable person, but you
Thank you.
also do really messed up stuff. I guess like what I'm trying to get at is I want to really believe that you regret those things and you want to change because, you know, I know how hard it can be. And I think my question would be like, if you could change one thing, like one situation in your life that you think has steered you in the wrong direction, what would you have changed and where do you think you could be in life now had you acted differently or done something differently, or maybe you wouldn't change anything? I don't know.
Normally when people ask this question, it's very much like, what do you wish wouldn't have happened to you that would make your life different now? But I took your question as like, what do you wish you wouldn't have done? If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but that's kind of what I got out of it. And for me, it's without a doubt the controlling nature that I had with Beck. Like sometimes I look back at it and I'm just like, wow, I regret that with every single part of me.
Wow, I can't believe I actually get to talk to you. Hi.
Hello.
And you are right when you say people who publicly
I just heard your kitty.
leave you good comments do get bashed. Because I am one of them,
Oh,
but I don't care when people say nasty things to me. It doesn't bother me.
I feel bad about it because it's like people don't deserve that. I'm glad that you have that like strong
Amber, shut up.
nature about you, but it's just like I feel horrific because some people don't have that strength, you know? Okay, let me keep listening, sorry.
But my question for you is, what is one thing that you have said out loud to the public that you wish you could have taken back? Or maybe one thing you have done that you wish you could have taken back? And by the way, I love you.
Gross,
Don't ever
girl.
stop making videos and always ignore the haters.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love you too. So I think one thing that I wish I would have never shared was the abusive relationship that I was in when I was a teenager. Without a doubt, I wish I would have never, ever vocalized that.
Okay, hey, Amber.
Oh, the one that you should have never vocalized that you abusing somebody. Yeah, no, you're right. You're so right.
Hello.
This is Kate. You can totally keep my name in the video.
Okay.
Just shout out to my friends,
Oh,
Maria,
she wasn't gonna edit that out, girl.
Jesse, Annie, Sarah. We all love watching you so much. Also, me and my husband Stefan love watching you.
Aw.
Okay, to the question. I know we are not dating anyone right now. Fuck all of these girls.
Fuck 'em
but
all.
If you had to describe your dream date, what would it be? Where would you go? Tell me everything.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go into like a fairy tale land. Okay. What it would look like is like we're in Vegas and my stamina is better. So like we're going to take that out of the equation. Okay. So we're in Vegas and maybe we're doing a little bit of casino of this and maybe just like walking around and doing a little adventure of this. And there's just lots of flirting and there's lots of like touching and there's a lot of laughter, chemistry. And then there's like dinner and you're like sitting and talking, getting to know each other and you're doing the googly eyes. And then afterwards, maybe you go get a drink somewhere. And again, there's more just like hot passion. If you know, you know. And then after that, maybe there's like a hotel or we go back to, well, yeah, it would be a hotel because I don't live in Vegas. I don't think the person I'm dating lives in Vegas. So there would be a hotel. We go back there and there's more googly eyes, laughter, getting to know each other. And then, you know what goes down? I don't know. I'm very just like lazy.
We might eat together. We got to eat together, guys. That's so fucking boring. That's fine. Whatever, Amber. You're boring.
Back. I just want to have fun. I love going out, doing things, and
She goes to the casino already. Yeah, everything she said is things that she already does. Honestly, I mean, I know Las Vegas is different, but That was boring.
I genuinely feel like I just described my most recent relationship. That's weird. Besides, we weren't in Vegas, but regardless, that's my real authentic answer, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Hi, I'm Berlin. I'm currently in university getting my degree in English, and I was wondering, if you went back to college, what would you want to study?
Well, that's awesome. Congrats to you. You're gonna do great. For me, I definitely would study psychology because I have always been very interested in the human mind. I like to know, why do we do these things? Why is our brains like this? Tell me more. Like when I was
Amber,
going to college,
you can start with yourself, okay? Can we just start with helping ourselves here? And you did not go to freaking college, Amber. You went to some what is it? What is you went? Something that you it's not even a real education. You went there for like less than a semester. Be so fucking for real.
psychology was my all-time favorite class.
Hi, I'm Berlin. I'm messaging from Scotland in the UK.
Wow.
And my question is, why do you think everyone believes everything that Beck has to say? Because I don't believe any of it. I believe you.
Oh my god, the tea.
Because Beck doesn't have a whole history of lies on here. And yeah, honestly, anything that anyone says, I will believe more than I would believe Amber. Like, I would have to see something, on camera to actually believe that it happened. If Amber's telling me, it just what it is.
Damn, girl. It's just easier. It's just more fun. It's more entertainment. People want to see me in a bad light. So in any way
No, you do that yourself. You do that yourself. No one needs to help you be in a bad light. You just gotta exist, and that's it.
they can do that, they're going to do that. And that includes believing anyone that comes out against me, even if it's hogwash. And honestly, I feel like sometimes people don't even believe Beck, but they just say they do just to continue the narrative that Amberlynn is the most awful person in the whole entire world. But I just want to say thank you, and also thank everyone else who doesn't fall into that.
I think you do have to be one of the worst people I've ever seen. Like almost like I am not gonna say like worst person ever, because there's a lot now more worse people, but yeah, you're pretty up there. He's pretty up there. Definitely my top 3.
That trap. All right, you guys, now it's time for Tea or Tale. This is going to be a time for me to address rumors that I see floating around the community. I'm going to either tell you yes, that's tea, or no, that's tail. Amberlynn has not been diagnosed with BPD because she said in her live stream that the psychologist told her she needs to see a specialist. So I was seeing a psychologist for about 9 months, and it was around the 8-month mark where I was finally diagnosed with BPD. So when I expressed that psychologist said I need to see a specialist, it is because they wanted me to heal from BPD, and they did not work with BPD patients in that way. Yes, I was absolutely diagnosed. It's just the psychologist who diagnosed me didn't specialize in BPD. When you are diagnosed with BPD, you do not have to be diagnosed by a person who specializes in it, but to heal from it and to do therapy for it, it is better to see someone who specializes for it. So that is what I meant. So obviously,
I guess that makes sense, but the thing is, that's not what she said. It's just Amber. You really need to stop talking out your ass then. Or maybe just don't talk about these things that are so sensitive if you're gonna be fucking up so much. Out of everything though out of everything that she portrays, she just portrays herself as a narcissistic personality disorder person. That sounded so dumb. Narcissistic personality disorder person. Like she seems like she has NPD. Not exactly BPD.
that is tail. When the AirPod is in Amberlynn's ear, that means she is in a relationship. That is obviously tail, because that doesn't even make sense. Because if you go back and look at vlogs when I was in a relationship with Feline, I either had the Beats headphones, I had an AirPod in my ear at all times. Literally, that is genuinely just because I don't like the silence. I always have to be listening to something. Amberlynn is an alcoholic.
And she couldn't be fucked to take that out when she's doing her job, guys.
Tail, and a very offensive one at that. Just because I have 2 or 3 White Claws once a week during a live stream does not make me an alcoholic. When I go on my live stream, I genuinely feel like I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends. So does that mean people who are like out having fun with
a bunch of friends that hate you? That's freaking sad, man.
Friends, or even just in their home a couple times a week, they just have a couple drinks just to feel a little buzz. Does that make them an alcoholic? No. I have voiced my concerns with alcohol in the past, and I'm telling you, it is not like that. The only time I drink is when I am on live stream, and I didn't even drink last night for my live stream. I don't have an unhealthy relationship with alcohol, so that does not make me an alcoholic. And I think it's offensive to those who actually do struggle, and it's also painful for me because of what I grew up with. I grew up with a bunch of addicts and alcoholics. All right,
and you're an addict. So I mean, what do you want us to say? You're a freaking full-blown addict. I don't know, she's just as bad as, I guess, you know what, I'm not even gonna say this because her family has nothing to do with anything here. It's only her mom has um fixed herself, at least up to this point. Who knows how she's gonna go with everything that Amber's putting that woman through. But yeah, Amber's a full-blown addict, still living in her addiction. I don't know.
Guys, it is time for bad choices. That's where I take 5 of these cards. They're very hectonic questions, so let's get into it. So I'm just going to choose 5 random ones just to get them going. So here we go. Oh, all right, that's 5. All right, first one is, have you ever been punched in the face? That is a yes. Second one, would you get a lot of enjoyment from being a member of the opposite sex for a day? If it's only for a day, then yes. Do you think that you will age well? No, probably not. Have you ever had more than 8 shots in one night? Probably like once or twice. Would you spend the night in a full porta potty for $10,000? Ooh, I don't know. Let me think. I hate a porta potty, but $10,000 is really good. I think
She's gonna have to fucking get her to fit in one first. What the hell?
I would literally sit in there and I just scroll Instagram. I don't know, maybe vlog.
It's not like it's gonna smell any freaking different.
That is the end of this Let's Talk. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I know that I did. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
And this was awful.
Hello.
All right, guys. So that's that second video down. I think I'm gonna do another one, and we're gonna keep it at that. I might come tonight and finish some up. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you thought about it. I know this is freaking so late, but if you have any thoughts about the video, please let me know. Yeah. Bye. I will see you very, very soon. Right. See ya.